We spend about a third of our lives dreaming, right? But what if that world isn't as separate from this one as we think? Today, we're exploring the unsettling, documented cases where dreams don't just reflect our reality, they seem to literally intersect with it. So let me start with a story that, honestly, it just sounds impossible. It's the kind of thing that blurs the line between a nightmare and a news report. And it all kicks off in the dead of night with a single, terrifying scream. Now, in her dream, this wasn't just some vague feeling of dread. No, the details were just chillingly specific. She saw the exact street her brother was on, the tree his car slammed into, and even the color of the other car. She tries to call him, of course, but there's no answer. Then, just 5 minutes after she woke up, her phone rings. It's the hospital. Every single detail from her nightmare, it's all confirmed. And the timing? Get this. The crash happened at 3:46 a.m., literally 60 seconds before her dream yanked her awake. This isn't just some spooky coincidence. This is a documented phenomenon that really forces us to ask a profound question. How in the world could her sleeping mind witness a real-time event with perfect accuracy from hundreds of miles away? And that one shocking story, believe it or not, is just the beginning. Now let's look at a documented historical tragedy where it wasn't just one person who saw what was coming, but dozens. These are the actual chilling words a 10-year-old girl told her mother on October 20th, 1966. The very next day, she was one of 116 children who died in the Aberfan disaster when a mountain of coal waste collapsed and completely buried her school. Now, here's where it gets truly incredible. A psychiatrist, a Dr. J.C. Barker, he investigated this, and he found over 60 separate premonitions, many from people with absolutely no connection to the village. And the dreams all shared the same nightmarish details: a black mass bearing a school, the sound of children screaming, and some even foresaw the exact date, October 21st. And this pattern, it isn't new. Even Abraham Lincoln documented a vivid dream about his own death just days before it happened. He told his wife and his bodyguard about seeing his own coffin in the White House and being told the president had been assassinated. It's almost like history itself sometimes tries to send a warning. So we've seen dreams that seem to look into the future. But what if they can do more? What if dreams don't just see reality? What if they can physically change it? The theater in our minds, it turns out, can leave very real marks on the body. Consider this documented medical case. A woman dreamt that she was on fire. When she woke up, she had actual second-degree burns on her arm and back, in the very same spots from her dream. Doctors confirmed there was no external heat source. Her brain simply believed the dream so completely that it created a real physical injury. And that incredible case, it really illustrates this powerful scientific principle called the nocebo effect. It's like the dark twin of the placebo. We all know a sugar pill can heal you if you believe it will. Well, a belief in something bad can actually harm you. And it seems our dreams can pull that trigger. Studies show that nightmares about being sick can cause real physiological changes. People wake up with higher levels of stress hormones, a weaker immune response. Your body physically reacts to the dream's threat, whether it's real or not. Now, this is where things get even stranger. We've seen dreams look across time and affect the body, but now we're going to look at evidence that suggests minds can connect directly during the dream state. Back in the 1960s, a team of scientists at the Maimonides Medical Center decided to put this to the test. They designed these groundbreaking experiments to see if dream telepathy was a real thing, and their protocol was incredibly strict, designed to completely eliminate any possibility of cheating or information leaking between people. And the results were just stunning. So in this example, the sender was focusing on a painting of a bullfight. The sleeping receiver, in a totally separate building, reported dreaming of violence, Spanish culture, and red capes. They consistently described dreams that thematically and visually matched the sender's secret image. And this wasn't just a lucky guess. Across hundreds of trials, the hit rate was so consistently high that statisticians calculated the odds of it all being a coincidence were less than 1 in 1,000. The evidence was clear. Something was happening between those two minds. So, if dreams can predict the future, alter our bodies, and connect our minds, what is actually going on? Well, science doesn't have a definitive answer, but it has some absolutely mind-bending theories that challenge our very understanding of consciousness and reality itself. One theory comes from the super strange world of quantum physics. It suggests that consciousness isn't just locked up in our brains, but it's a fundamental property of the universe, woven into the fabric of reality. In this view, dreams are moments when our individual minds dissolve their boundaries and tap into this wider network, letting us access information way beyond our physical senses. Then there's the other idea, popular and honestly deeply unsettling, that we're living in a massive computer simulation. If our reality is just code, then what are dreams? Well, they could be a kind of system maintenance, a glitch in the matrix, or maybe, just maybe, a moment where we get a peek behind the curtain at the world's source code. The famous psychologist Carl Jung proposed that we're all linked through a collective unconscious, like a shared database of human experience, memory, and symbols. Dreams, he argued, are basically our personal Wi-Fi password to the shared hard drive of humanity. We've looked at the chilling evidence, from historical accounts to controlled lab experiments. We've explored the mind-bending theories. But the real question is, what does this all mean for you as you get ready to sleep tonight? The most crucial point here is that science has actually documented these phenomena, even if it can't fully explain them yet. This connection between dreams and reality isn't just folklore. It's a field of serious and often really baffling inquiry. This really forces us to reconsider the whole purpose of our dreams. What if the strange and unsettling images that visit us at night aren't just random neurological noise, but are instead messages, previews, or warnings that we should be paying attention to? And that brings us to the final and maybe the most personal piece of this whole puzzle. Because researchers have noticed a strange statistical correlation with one very specific, very common nightmare. It's the dream of your teeth falling out. It sounds bizarre, I know, but studies have shown that people who have this dream often experience a major life change within the next 30 days. A job loss, a breakup, a move. So as you drift off to sleep tonight, maybe don't just dismiss your dreams as random noise. And if you dream of your teeth falling out, you might want to brace yourself. Which leaves us with one final, very personal question. Have you had it?